yegi, ale o kontre chanya kamizo, yin different. That I'm one more, yin different. That I'm more, yin different. Something I take it away, yin different. When I get away, yin different. We come here again. We first go win the scheme. We come here again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion coming so.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Kings 88.5 FM. Your station, your voice.
Jaja, word of power. Say to Modi. I am the day we suffer to Modi. I am the day we suffer when I dream. Jaja, I am the day we suffer.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Kings 88.5 FM. Your station, your voice.
Amanda, aweto. Amanda, aweto. Maipuye, Iliberia, Maipuye. Jowya. Double.
Trigger.
Aha, y'all want it, bro. The punch giant ready to take over.
Like
Y'all want it, Robbie. Papa, come here again.
Good evening again, and welcome to another edition of the Cdc Hour. The Cdc Hour is a 60-minute package that looks into activities of the Congress for Democratic Change and other issues affecting the body politics of our country. Today is Wednesday, July 9, 2025, and we are here in studio with some young enterprising gentlemen from the Ministry of Transport. We will go to them, they will introduce themselves and the reasons for which they are here. Like I said, today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, and we will be right back in the jiffy after a bit of our theme song.
We come here again. We first go win the scheme. We come here again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion coming so. You better move on the road. I say you better move your foot. You be Paris and get away. You can't fit. Better get away. You can't fit.
Thank you so much. We are back. My name is Ishiaka Sharif. I'm your usual presenter of this show. We have two gentlemen from the Ministry of Transport, Republic of Liberia, who are here to share their perspective, their experiences on some of the issues prevailing at the Ministry of Transport under the leadership of Minister Salif Raf Tyler, who is the Minister of Transport today. And they've been affected by some issues in the last 1 year that has raised on today. They cannot come to an amicable resolution. So let's cross strictly to them. Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the program. Could you introduce yourselves?
Good evening. I'm Roland Arrow Jones, Ministry of Transport from the Special Division. Roland Arrow Jones again from the Ministry of Transport from the Special Division.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Francis B.H. Kane, an inspector for the Ministry of Transport.
Why are you here? Could you speak in the mic?
And thank you very much, Mishaka. We are here because of the illegal dismissal of 107 employees from the Ministry of Transport by Minister Raf Tyler. It has happened in 2019. We were employed by Minister Samuel A. Wulu at the time. During the period, CSA were not administering their test. they can send a personal action notice form to various ministries or agencies through the Human Resource Director. An employee of that ministry or agency will fill in the form and return it to CSA. CSA in return will process the individual to be on the payroll. So we got employed in 2019 by Minister Wulu. At the time, the current minister who is there now, Mr. Tala, was Deputy Minister for Administration. So we have been at the ministry from 2019 to 2023. Immediately after the elections, where he got appointed at the ministry as minister proper, he came up to say 107 employees are not on CSA payroll. So I checked. The president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Mobaka, told him or mandated him that he shouldn't allow them around the ministry. They should be in the conference of the ministry. So he started a discussion on the corridor from January to July of 2024. While on the discussion, we were coming to work, we used to sign in, sign out. So July of 2024, the minister stopped us not to sign. In fact, he came up with a policy that each employee of the Ministry of Transport should have a pass. That pass will allow you to sign in and sign out. So he didn't give us the pass. We were 107 employees. He didn't give us the pass at all. So we stopped signing in. We've been running after it, meet stakeholders, the light of Senator Dillon. We went to the Senate Pro Tempore office. We went to Honorable Sir Joseph. We made some moves. We went to Sir Joseph at the time. He called the minister. The minister said, but we do not have funds to pay those guys, according to what the minister said, right in front of us in the senator's office. So he said, at that time, they haven't passed the budget yet for 2023, 2024, right?
Yeah.
So he told the minister that the senator, that if you guys can lobby for an increment on transport budget, we'll incorporate those guys. So the senator lobbying, as we learned that there was some increment on the transport budget. Unfortunately, we went and asked the minister, said the money that was added wasn't meant to pay us. It was meant to revamp the ministry and increase salaries of current employees of the Ministry of Transport. So we went back to the senator. The senator said, Senator, this is what happened. The senator said, but we spoke with that issue. The minister said the issue already to rest. So why now? Since then, we have not gotten no redress.
Okay, so what has been the role of the civil service agency in all this? Because the Ministry of Transport is a sectoral ministry that is under the civil service agency, and so they are part of the employees are part of the civil service framework in terms of salary, benefits, and other issues. So what has been the civil service's own role in this entire impasse?
Okay, so let me comment. After we started this engagement, April of 2024, we wrote the CSA because we stopped receiving salary. And information are reaching around, since this is happening, you guys need to reach the CSA, blah, 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 blah. So we wrote the CSA and our communication was in. Before that time, the administration of the Ministry of Transport have processed our pen. Our pen was being processed and it was sent to CSA. Letter of being sent from the former Minister Samuel Ulu office to CSA, acknowledging that these people are employees and they should be regularized on the payroll of the government of Liberia. We have that letter in possession of date. It's one of our exhibit at the case at the CSA. So we wrote the CSA, and then CSA never responded from April up to August. We wrote another letter to them. Then they responded. They called for a conference between we and Ministry of Transport, which We provided our evidences on that conference. We provided our evidences. Ministry of Transport debunked the evidence. We provided our employment letters. We provided our employment ID cards. We provided our NASCAR ID cards. We provided our bank statements because we were taking legitimate pay, not from mobile money, but through the banks. And it was written on our email coming from the bank, CSA, from CSA. So we knew that we were legitimate. It's not our fault to be running after our salary, after our employer have run the process. We're taking our pay and we're doing government work. So we were relaxed in that act. But after we stopped receiving salary, that's where the concern started. And we started running, being a very peaceful citizen, we started doing our very legitimate claims. And we started asking questions. And that's where this come on. We started our case with the CSA. CSA have been on delay tactics with us. Ministry of Transport have been on delay tactics. I don't know if both of them are working together, but this have been the issue. So CSA, yes, indeed, they have given us listening ears, but our listening ears, it almost like to say, let us just be delaying until they get tired.
Okay, if I may ask a question, right? You guys were taking salaries from 2019 to 2023, right? After your employment by the Ministry of Transport. And so this was about redundating you or taking you out of taking you off the payroll of the ministry without giving you any benefits. But prior to Minister Shalif's taking over the ministry, there had been this rigmarole between him and the former minister, Samuel Wu. And so, certain time, there was information in the corridor where Minister Sally was heard saying all of those, most of those, if not all, of the people who were hired by Minister Wu, especially between the period of 2018 to 2023, he was at odds with them, and he was seeking to take them out of the ministry. Could this be? Could this inform his decision to get rid of the 107 people? Because initially we had about 119, 120 people, but you are talking about 107. But could this decision on the part of Minister Shirley be informed by the rigmarole or the differences that existed between him and Minister Wu then?
Yes, I'm of the conviction that that could be the reason, because prior to our dismissal, when Minister Tao took over, all of those that Minister Wu promoted to various departments as director, assistant director, supervisor, he removed all of them from their positions. He replaced them immediately he took over. So now he has also bent on replacing us. Currently speaking to you, while the case is at CSA, Minister Taylor is massively replacing all his friends, relatives, and girlfriends around. Talking to you, I have more than 40 names with me here. New employees that Taylor has employed at the Ministry of Transport while we are still on hearing from CSA. So I'm of the conviction that Mr. Taylor came to pay debt or whatever, witch hunt or whatever the case may be. But I believe that if you have issue with Minister Wulu, he knows Minister Wulu's house. He knows where he can see Minister Wulu. He should have confronted Minister Wulu face to face, not by going after his decision. That's the level of undermining we are talking about here. Minister Taylor was appointed by His Excellency Joe Manuel at the time as Deputy Minister for Administration. So I believe that every decision that was taken at that time, he was in bed with it. If not so, he could have resigned. If you know I'm in this office, I'm not working on my superior or my immediate boss, It's not allowing me to work in my capacity, in my position. I resign. But you not sign up for 6 years, you enjoy all of the privileges, all of the benefits that you're supposed to enjoy, and now you've come back to say all of the decision that were taken, you were not part of it, so you are going to revoke the decision. So that's the kind of library we're looking for here. That's the level of undermining. So as far as we are concerned, we don't know what happened between he and his boss. And we don't even want to know what happened between he and his boss. Minister Wulu was in one of the Minister of Transport at his social club. As a state-run institution, it's a ministry owned by Liberia, paid by Liberians. So if Minister Wulu is there as a minister proper, every decision that he took, it should be acknowledged. Because he's a minister, he didn't appoint or employ people from Guinea. He did people from Burkina Faso employ Liberians, qualified Liberians, detaining Liberians. And all of our letters that were issued to us, he CC him. We have letters here, employment letter that he acknowledged. We have letters here that the minister, all of the employment letters, all of the letters that Minister Wulu gave to Liberians, the employment letter, he CC all of them. In fact, Minister Tala was the first person that he CC.
There is this information that a lot of people from the Ministry of Transport gave us today that Minister Sirleaf is not only bitter with former Minister Wulu, but he's also bitter with the former president. In fact, he's one of the proponents or the engineers behind. If you hear George Weah will not come back, George Weah is never coming back to power, which this show is not about. But I mean, it's like he's very bitter with the past administration, especially appointed Minister Samuel Wulu, and so he's doing all of these things to get at whoever that might be associated with Minister Wulu in order to pay back. But my question is, this letter was in 2024, September 19, 2024. It was a citation to the minister for a conference at the Ministry of, at the Civil Service Agency.
Yeah.
Right? And so what may have come from that hearing, whatever that was discussed, has Minister Sirleaf implemented any of what may have come out of this hearing?
So let me tell you what came out of that. The first conference, that was the first hearing letter. The first conference, after we were called, the both parties appeared and we gave our claim. We the complainant. I'm Roland Arrow Jones. My name is on our letter. I'm the serving secretary for the unpaid employee of the Ministry of Transport, and we complained that we were rightfully employed and we were wrongfully dismissed verbally by this current minister who served as a deputy minister and knew about everything that was going on at the Ministry of Transport over the past 6 years. Even though he claimed that his job was taken away from him, he was just like a stick in a position for the past 6 years. Which I personally told him that, Chief, if you know very well that you were not given the opportunity to work, why didn't you resign? I personally asked him that question because you were brave enough to say it to our face. I personally asked him that. I said, why you didn't resign? He said, my begin, you not understand governance. I laughed at him because I said there were people in that position that resigned and the records are there. So if you so say that, oh yes, this governor, he say his life was involved, his children life was involved, other people's life was involved. The issue is that he said he's standing for the right thing, but he sat there and benefited from the past government for 6 years. Now he coming, taking people from job, young people, vibrant, qualified, from job, and including his relatives, family member. The guy that is there right now that he appointed as Press and Public Affairs Director, that guy came last year, July. That guy knows nothing about the Ministry of Transport. He was working to former Speaker Tyler radio station in Birmingham County. Can you imagine that? He brought that guy to Press and Public Affairs, removing qualified people that were there.
Oh yeah. I notably, I think he removed Lemuel Reeves,
Yeah.
if I may get his name right. He removed the former human resource director,
Madam Hannah,
Madam Hannah, and some other people. But what could be the motivation behind this? Is there any political motive? Is there any political motive such that probably is he not satisfied working with a particular group of political people, a group of employees who might be, because everybody's a politician now by nature, right? People supported different sides during the election very heatedly, and after election, we have a one country. But is he disappointed about something, or maybe he perceives other people to be people from different political institutions, so he doesn't want to work with them? Could that be the scenario?
Um, for me, I take it to be a witch hunt. I take it to be a payback because all of those he replacing, all of those he dismissing were people of Minister Wulu that Minister Wulu appointed, Minister Wulu promoted, Minister Wulu gave job to. Now, if we are talking about politics here, I say now here, I'm a unity partisan. I supported the rescue team. I've never in my life voted for CDC. I voted for Unity Party. I campaigned for Unity Party. I did what I could to bring this government to power. Out of the 107 employees, about 75 of us are Unity Partisans. Salif Talon, in general, doesn't have a political party. He's not part of any political party. Even his brother party, LPDP, he's not part of LPDP.
His brother founded the LPDP. Alex Tyler founded the LPDP, which subsequently became a constituent party in the Coalition for Democratic Change. Yeah. Later on, they withdrew their membership, and prior to the end of the ending of the government of the administration of President George Weah, he jumped ship to the rescue mission
individually because
he supported them.
Jumped.
And they won.
He went. Let me tell you what happened. Even though I will also dive into our issue, but politically, I'm also a politician. Alex Taylor, as an individual, I can call him Shine Alone. He and his brother are Shine Alone. Meaning where honey is, where they go. Right? And also detect to the place they are going. Probably His Excellency George Manuel at the time, they didn't listen to him. That is why he got angry and leave. Now, let's say, for example, or let me just bring it to a speed, what happened during the elections. During the election, the LPDP splitted. Alex Tyler political party, Alex Tyler party splitted. The endorsement that Alex Tyler did in Bomi wasn't done by LPDP as a political party. It was done individually as Alex Tyler.
Yes, I remember that, but okay, let's go. You already went to the civil service, discussed all of those things, and Tyler is not listening. So what could be your next option?
Okay, now, as my colleague rightly said, we don't want to take the law into our hands. We started this fight.
Are you going to court?
Oh, yes. If it costs us 6 years under the term of the rescue, will still be on this. We are still looking at Joker. We know him to be an integrity icon. with knowing to be a man of policy as a claim. It's very unfortunate to see him delaying this case. Next month, officially, will make this issue 1 year at CSA. We are still awaiting him. We wrote the Liberian National Police. It came to time, we wanted to protest. We wrote the Liberian National Police. The IG called Minister Tyler. In fact, the man out there and see he don't give me to Joseph Baka. He can't listen to nobody. The IG called him in our presence. He didn't show face. He didn't go there. Other senators called him or went at the Capitol building. He didn't go there. So he's provoking us to take the law into our hand. Today now, if we just wake up one morning and go close the Ministry of Transport, people who don't know on the outside will say, oh, people close the Ministry of Transport. People be saying their own thing. But this is how far we have gone. 1 year, 7 months now. This July making it 7 months. We're out of job.
So how are you managing? How are you taking care of your families? Because the country economically is very difficult. Even business people are feeling the pinch. Everywhere there are high prices of commodities, and so you're not working anymore. You don't have a job. How are you managing with your families?
By the grace of God, speaking to you now, most of our colleagues are joining security. Some of them in Esekon. Some of our colleagues gone back to the bush to burn coal. Educated, vibrant, young guys that have BScs that have come to suppress the Liberian people. It's not a rescue team. It's an individual man doing it at his own detriment, at the detriment of the rescue. That was the same way he started behaving at Ministry of Transport when Mr. Wulu couldn't get his chance. They went at loggerheads. That was the level of undermining he started with CDC at the time. We have been survived by the grace of God. Speaking to some of our colleagues got stroke. Some of them got sick. We have a vibrant young man that started this fight with us. He's not worked personally in the sick bush. Life has been difficult for us.
So you said it is Salif Tyler, it is not a rescue, but even during the last administration, there were some of the decisions that were taken by individuals that had ripple effects on the administration, which eventually led to the defeat of the George Weah administration, right? George Weah did not know about some of those things. The government as a whole didn't know about some of those decisions that were taken that affected the lives of people who later on came back to hunt the administration. So how do you reconcile it being Tyler's own individual thing when in fact civil service has gotten involved, the Inspector General of Police has gotten involved, it has gone to, if I may say, some of the highest authorities, but Salif cannot listen. Don't you think it is, if not necessarily entirely, but it's a policy of the administration that is affecting you?
That is why we have taken this trend. We want to make sure our message reach the relevant authorities. For me, I'm yet to believe, because the last time some of our colleagues spoke with Minister Tyler told them that the president has a mandate directly from his boss that all those that were not on CSA payroll should be at the ministry. So I won't say as a policy that affecting us, because now Minister Tyler has bent on replacing us individually.
Okay, let me go back to Roland. Roland, Mr. Connor is saying that President Bwaka is aware, and Tyler is telling people that it is President Bwaka who has given him the instruction that those who are not on civil service salary should not even go around the ministry. And the president is the head of state and he's the head of government as well. So, in as much as the president is aware, I think it is the entirety of the government because it is the president. The president has the authority to dismiss Salif in a minute.
So, personally, that conversation, I was included in that conversation because I was one of the person that posed the question to him that day. He was entering his car when we met him, and we asked him, "So, what is going on? Why is this going on with us? Why are you doing this to us?" And he said, "This is a mandate
From the president
that was given to us, every minister. This is a mandate that was given to every minister
by the president."
Yes, by our boss,
Okay.
the president. So I asked a question again, but he did not answer. I said, "So you mean that the president wants young, vibrant citizens to be out of job? Is that what you're trying to tell us?" He said, "My pikin, you don't understand politics." Then he changed the topic. Even when I was working here, the people who my job, they never wanted me. I get proof for it. They never wanted me to work. And we asked him another question. We said, "But you worked for the entire 6 years. Why you did not resign?" He dodged the question again. So that just showed that the man is just being heartless towards people. He just been wicked. Probably is a mandate from their hub.
Are you skeptical to link the administration? Because I mean, listening to you, Mr. Kane said Salif said the is a mandate from the president. They don't say it is Salif's own decision. Salif is wicked. It's his own thing he's doing. But if the president knows about it and the president gives mandate that you guys should not even go around the ministry, according to Minister Salif, according to you, that Minister Salif said, I mean, I think it is a policy of the administration because the president is the head of the administration.
So almost like the baby early on cry, then you go pinch it. They may already finding means to get rid of people. Then you go into the cabinet meeting and every opportunity you get to dismiss people, you dismiss them. So in his preview that this is my case, this is my time to issue on the other people there. So he come in his own show now to showcase that he made after undermining the past leadership. I can say it today. Whatsoever thing that is going on at the Ministry of Transport means that Seditaro knows about it because he undermined the past leadership. And that has come to bite him.
So if I may ask, according to you, you met different senators, Senator Dillon, Senator Sir Joseph, and other influential members of the Liberian Senate, and probably other members of the legislature, whether on the House side or the Senate side. And there was a lobby to increase the allotment, the Ministry of Transport, just to get your benefits out, just to pay you.
Yeah.
And I think it was somehow successful. There was an increment in the ministry's allotment or budget, if I may say. Okay, and so the increment that was done to the ministry's budget intended to pay you. Where do you think that money went?
Let me first address the issue of the government being involved into Salif's decision, or it's as a policy, what you were saying, or maybe it might be a policy for the government. The reason why I don't totally want to include the government as a whole is this. If sincerely it's a policy for the government, I don't think Salif Tallah should be employing people now in the Ministry of Transport. As I said to you, I have more than 20 names, new employees of the Ministry of Transport, while this case is still at CSA going through hearing. So I believe he's doing his own thing.
But I mean, he could also be told that dismiss these people and replace them with United Partisans, or replace them with my Peking, replace them with my girlfriend, replace them with this one, replace them with that one. It could be that because where on earth you would just dismiss 107 men and women who have families to feed, and then you start replacing them when their case has not been adjudicated. And even if you want to dismiss them, why can't you pay them their just earned benefits?
Okay, we went to the Senate. We have a conversation with Senator Sir Joseph. But let me say it here in this public manner that I'm very much disappointed at Senator DeLong. Honestly, sincerely, I'm disappointed. Consider the father as a sitting senator of Moswaro County. Some of us, yeah, me, I see now, yeah, I can show you proofs that campaign for Senator DeLong, I voted for him. In fact, I'm sorry, they call me ADD. I wholeheartedly, sincerely campaigned for him on a battle of gold that cost him nothing. I personally went to him and spoke with him. I explained the situation to him on Cable Street. Because after the incident occurred, I started going to his office, but he's a busy man. I can't meet him. For anytime I go, they will say, oh, the senator not here, the senator not here. So luckily for me, this day I went on Cable Street and met with Senator DeLong. I explained to him. He was mad at the action. He was saying, no, Senate can't do that. Senate was there for the 6 years. He knew all of those. How can he put you guys down? In fact, what you do for me, go to the ministry, tell your colleagues, collect all of your employment letters, collect all of your evidences, bring it to my office. I will summon him. The primary will summon him. Chief, it was in May, right? April, May of
June.
No, the time when the Senator was in April.
No, the time we submitted those letters. Right?
To Senator Geelong?
Yeah.
Okay, since June of last year. Since June of 2024.
But do you think he's honest with the conversation? Because some of these people having campaigned for them, elected them, they will mimic, like they want to help you. At the end of the day, because they don't want you to stay long, to spend much time in a discussion with them. So they will say, oh, I will solve the problem, I will call the mayor, I will do this, I will do that, just for you to not disturb them.
So
do you think it's the kind of scenario that Senator DeLong play on you people?
There was this day we were in the office of the current speaker, Speaker Kuhn. At that time he was not speaker, he was just a representative. We're in the office and he called. We discussed the issue to him and said, how can this happen? Blah blah blah. He got angry. And initially, once anybody we discussed the issue with,
you get angry.
Normal, yeah. This shouldn't be happening. These people are Liberians.
I see you leave the office.
Blah, blah, blah. He called Sarita right away. Said that my man down there. The man called him. As soon as he talked about the issue, somebody beginning kind of the layer complaining. Oh, my man, leave that man. Anyway, passed on me. We were talking about it. We were there. We were sitting right in the office. We listened to the conversation. And he put it on speaker. He never expected Sarita to respond in that manner, though. But we took it. This my brother, my father, even wanted to get angry with him. We have to calm him down. So, oh brother, Alfred, we gotta calm down. They made a leader. No matter how you get better, he's still a leader. But on a serious note, the guys take our important matters as if it's nothing. They would act concerned in our presence. Sarita, oh, I'm driving to my office. Drive to my office, you come with all that thing. Did that beginning? Just like that. And that was the end. That was the last time we saw Honorable Kuhn. That was the last time we even had opportunity to talk with him. Coming to Honorable DeLong, we went to the office over several occasions after we submitted those letters. After he told us personally to submit them, we submitted those letters. He left them. I gave credit to Honorable Sir Joseph, who is the chairman on transportation at the upper house. He made efforts. He even came to the ministry on 2 different occasions. Honorable Savak Poto, the chairman on
Lofa.
from Lofa on lower house, Ministry of Transport. He was on that issue. He went to us when we started the case and all. He was calling us to those cases. Sir Joseph came personally to this man. The man promising, oh yeah, Judge a lot the budget, this and that. We went for the personal hearing. Can you imagine the guys were requesting? I personally read the request they were requesting. They're requesting for over 300,000 over their normal budget. The people added over 700,000
just to pay you,
just for incorporation, that they will incorporate everybody, that there will be no issue. The people 2 times plus what they requested, they were allocated those funds. So the last time we met Honorable Sir Joseph, he said, but it's shocking to me that the guys asked for this amount and we didn't get more than that. Why y'all stay be here? You calling the men to me, you're going to settle this? So they started using that opportunity to employ their own people now.
So another important question is, they allotted over $700,000 to the budget of the Ministry of Transport, just to incorporate the 107 people.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you think having done that, your salaries and benefits were also included in the 2025 budget, that it is still there, and people are being employed with it.
So let me tell you what caused the protest that we staged last year. After that incident, the budget was passed, and we approached the deputy minister for administration. He said, "Oh yeah, the people added the money or the boy or not for you." We were shocked, and we asked him, "But you guys told us personally, you invited us to the hearing that you are going to defend the budget. We were even there present. These guys were looking into our faces, so they couldn't even say, oh yeah, this and this. They allotted this money to you. So what is the issue?" He said, oh, Jaja wait around, we'll settle the issue. The minister stay vexed, but when the minister come down, we'll talk to him so we can settle this issue.
So it seems to be that Salif Tyler is using the ministry like his personal property.
Definitely.
He's running the ministry like his father's farm.
In fact, that's why I told you that Minister Tyler is acting as if he don't give birth to Joseph Baka. Go to the ministry now. Ministry transfer has become a ghost camp. The man is like the Lord and gospel of the ministry of transport. When the minister cars coming, people hide their faces. In fact, immediately he came, before then there was this SMT meeting where every Monday sectional heads,
senior management
team, he cut it down. No SMT meeting, Minister of Transport. He's the E&L. In fact, I should give reference to Minister James Momo, one of the assistant minister. He has been doing very well. He left from here alone, won't be here. When he went through the whole case where we explained to him, he made background check. He said, but I don't think you guys should be out of the ministry. He tried talking to him, talking to his deputy, but he alone can make it. Mr. Tarawa has become a dictator. He's I don't want to say, but he's like a tyrant at the Ministry of Transport. Chief, the man is always busy. For him to talk to employee or whatever, he always on phone. He coming downstairs on phone. He going in on phone. He getting on phone.
I've known him to be an arrogant, selfish, conceited guy who doesn't respect anybody, who doesn't have the feeling for anybody. He has no compassion for a fellow human being. That's the person I have known Salif Tyler to be.
It's like don't go hold on. I didn't cut it off. I'm a conviction that Salif is an atheist. I don't think he believe God or even God exists. Why I say so? You looking at people that you were working with for 6 years, that they were committed to their job. They do all they could. During our time, during Minister Olu time, Transport won 3 consecutive times the best revenue generated arm of the government.
I'm aware.
The former chairman on Transport Committee, Honorable Emerson V. Kamara, is my uncle. When the incident happened, I went and talked to him for him to talk to Salif. The man refused to listen to him. There are people, I don't want to call their names in the studio, that talk to Salif on our behalf. That God Tyler, Salif Tyler, this shouldn't be happening. But let me tell you what will happen. The same way he undermined CDC, but the same way he undermining this government. Because why I say so is this. If you single-handedly dismiss or put down 107 employees, Liberians that have voting. If he didn't vote for the government, I didn't see no role he played. He didn't play any role in bringing your rescue team to power. He just got that position on the battle of gold. And why he acting this way? He don't listen to nobody. Even among his colleagues, ministers, he don't listen to them.
So that is 107 people. If you multiply it by
10.
The normal scenario of a Liberian household size, you're talking about 535 people whose mouth you have taken bread from. Okay, so, but if you are in Radio Land, you're listening to the CDC Hour on Kings FM 88.5, and you're watching Kings FM Facebook page live. We have roughly 10 minutes to go. So if you are there listening, you can begin now to place your calls on 0772 239933, 086 30 44 97, or the lone female line on 077798 0375. Do we have a caller? Hello?
Good evening, Ishaka Sherry.
Yes, good evening. Is this Gertrude J.D. Williams?
Good evening to our studio guest. Yes, this is Gertrude J.D. Williams, and I'm phoning from Johnsonville, former Assistant Minister for Administration, Insurance, and Ministry of Transport.
Okay.
And I want to.
You are versed with this topic, and so at least we'll give you 2 minutes or so.
I'm involved because, I mean, the minister in position today, which is Salif Tyler, I mean, he lacks human relations. Because I am saying this to say without fear and favor, this is a man that had all the negative things for the time that I entered transport ministry about Minister Wuru. But he has tripled everything that he thought he felt that Minister Wuru was there respecting him. Knowing fully well that even every one of us had green letter. But yet and say you still have your immediate boss that you can relate to. But they respected the man in every way, and for each time you sit with him, he's the only learned person. He get negative things. The moment you leave, he get negative things to say about you. They made honor man President we are to the letter at the end result. He's doing the same thing. The people today that he took for position because Minister Wuru had a signature on those needs. Transport Ministry was the only ministry that has supplementary payroll. All the ministry guidelines tend to be corrected. Now you want to, why is it that you can do direct employment through the CSA and now you bring in new people? There's a lady that came from Labrador Petroleum Regulatory Authority, works at Transport Ministry as we speak. So the people, the guy that in studio, I just forget his name. He's a United Party. He's not a physician, but because they were attached to Minister Wulu, so that's a hatred as we speak. Information reaching me. The controller, the woman is not doing any other thing. He's bringing somebody in to do the woman work until or retirement is on him to leave. How can you treat your friend like that? That man, I don't know whether he even a Muslim or he a Christian, because he doesn't have no feeling for people. It's very, very bad for him, and he's doing everything possible. I like the way they honor Mami Joseph Baga, because Joseph Baga will not come, even United Party will not come back for the second term. So are you saying that the Liberians who are United Partisans, the next government will come in 2030, should the government that will be in position remove them? We said no, they are Liberians. They have all requisite qualifications to be to the position. Why is it that $70 is treating our people like this? The guy that was with him, they call him Desmond, he is office. Why he did? He told the man to vote for United Party. They say I have a party. I have to vote for my party. Because of that, he sidelined the men. All the directors that were in opposition, he removed them because they are sufficient, and now the people are there like outcasts. For Selectado, your days are numbered. Thank God you got American passport. I think at the end result you end up going to America. Thank you, Mr. Ishaka, for having me on the
Thank
the
you
show.
so much, Gertrude Williams, former Assistant Minister for Administration and Insurance at the Ministry of Transport.
Good evening.
Let's take another call. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, Ishaka Sherry.
Hey, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Tuxedo guys.
Good evening.
Well, this is Mohammed Donzo Fana joining you, and I've been joining you from the Tomato Drop area of the Lipitas, Akko headquarters. Well, another Akkobian, I'm a physician. Well, Ishaka, I want to appreciate your studio guest, but I just want to say this to the readers this evening. The Union Party government are bringing our country down to earth, because now these days our country is suffering. Our people are suffering. Can you imagine every woman who dress on beautiful suit begging me today for $100 to pay her way? I felt so ashamed. What's going on in our country? What is going on? What this blogger is doing to this country? It may have stopped other activities. People who need to have other things to have news. He has stopped everything. Okay, back to the studio guests. Well, the studio guests, these guys are in studios. No disrespect to them. These guys, study started in the Ministry of Transport under President Weah. President Weah is a guy that, he's a peaceful man. The man left that guy in the ministry as deputy. But this guy was a United Party thing. He honored our government, and then, he did a lot of things there. And those guys that were physicians, and study started who those guys and went against, President Weah. And they are coming in studios, they are saying that I have to do this.
Some of them are United Party people, some of them are seditious, and so.
Please give me a minute. Let me express myself to these guys. What is this to you? But Teresa, you people and you went against our president, and now
no. It's not about party issue here. Some of them. Let's take another call.
Ishaka, please.
Let's take another call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Hello. Yeah, Mabelu. Yeah, let's be snappy because we have no time.
Yeah, I tell you, thank you for making us. We are in the same shoe in Shaka. The people enter in our building, UN Sport Ministry, they say they will not pour down, they will work with us. We work for 7 months. The assistant minister, and we're working with the past comment. He was everything for us. He came and tell the man, he said, pour down. We'll have no pain. Today, we're saying that I'm father that win there. This video there, thank you for you. You're my post strong. Maybe go out mail without a payer. When the payer go say, time will tell. That God will do everything will go. Oh, God, okay. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take another call if we have any. So we have just 3 minutes to go. So you can include this in your parting comment. Do you want your benefit or you want to remain at the ministry?
So the issue here is that let the law prevails. We were legitimately employed, and as we've been fighting for our rights as citizens of the Republic of Liberia, because it is within our constitutional right that we should work and serve our country. And this has been our plight from the initial stage. We are not against any government, but we are against the ills and the wrongdoings of any leader that will come and take over. So we want our legitimate claims, and if the government don't want to work with us, they can pay us off. We work from January to July of 2024 up till date, because we have not been legally dismissed. So 1 year, 6 months. It haven't reached the 15th of this month yet, so we cannot include this month. So 1 year, 6 months. If they can pay us for those time, we are willing to sit down. If they're willing to incorporate us to work for our country, we are also willing. We are Liberians and we love our country. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kane, your parting comment.
I want to say thank you to the King's Heaven family for giving all this opportunity. Sitting down here, I'm even ashamed, to see myself coming on the radio crying for job, that I was in opposition, I was having job. Now my government in power, my own government that I fought so hard that I did all I could to bring to power, took me from job. But I want to send this caveat to, I know most of our unity brothers and sisters, our rescue brothers and sisters that's pretty seated, might be thinking that we are less busy, we don't have work to do, now we kind of studio, or want to blaspheme the government, or they have what they will say. But trust me, I'm one of you. I'm a unity partisan, I'm a Liberian, I'm a qualified Liberian. All that was dismissed by Mr. Tyler are qualified Liberians. Guess what? Is some of the same things that were happening during we have time that the president never knew of, and the president never noticed. And today, the Liberian people use it against him, and it's out of power. You the party, we should sit down and allow Minister Tyler to ride on us and allow our government to be the worst government ever in Liberia. I'm calling the government of Liberia, Jason Back. I'm calling the vice president, Honorable Jeremiah Kun. I'm calling on all stakeholders to please don't look this case to be nothing. It's an issue. We are Liberians. We need our job back. If they don't want to, as my colleague said, if the government don't want to work with us, then they pay us off. They did it to other ministries. Why can't they do it for us? Minister of State pay their employees off and call others. Me today sitting on here, they come back to transport. I don't want transport job no more. Because with the lifestyle of Selectala and that ministry, I don't go there. I don't want it. I just want my just benefit. So thank you very much. We hope and pray. The reason why we're coming on studio for our voices to be heard. And we are looking forward for whosoever that will pick this notification and call us. We are ready for amens. We are not here in any form. We are very decent people. If we are wanting to take the law into our hand, but now on the street.
Okay, thank you. If we were not decent people, we would have taken the law into our hands. Thank you so much. Today, we have come to the end of another edition of the CDC Hour. Until you see us, it will be on Friday. I'm your host, Ishaka Sheriff. Until Friday, I see you. Bye-bye.
Area, my job, yeah.